Children, learn what they live. That's a common saying. A child who grows in an environment of care, love, and tranquility will grow up into a robust mind free from rancor, worry, and fear. A child who is groomed in his formative years in an environment where his total well-being is catered for, by this I mean his social, academic, spiritual, moral, and physical well-being, grows up into a complete adult who is best positioned to make his society a better place, who would conquer his world and leave his enviable and laudable prints in the sands of time. That is a divine wisdom child. The divine wisdom child is that child who is privileged to be groomed and influenced by the right environment, which affords him the opportunity and enablement to develop into that child that the world awaits. That environment is Divine Wisdom International School, Benin City, located at number 1 Divine Close off Country Home Motel Road for full day learning, and along Ohege Obage Road off Saple Road after the bypass. Divine Wisdom International School is a place where the divine child is raised. The divine wisdom child is exposed to great challenges academically, socially, and spiritually. These challenges are geared towards making him confident and competent to compete with his contemporaries and conquer. The divine wisdom child is bold. He is smart and courageous. He is relentless in achieving his goals because he has been taught to persevere. The divine wisdom child lives on biblical injunctions upon which every block of life is built, following the tenets and teaching of the teacher of teachers, Jesus Christ.
I'm a divine wisdom child.
I'm a divine wisdom child.
I'm a divine wisdom child.
The divine wisdom child is wise in applying the principles of good success. The divine wisdom child has a role model. His name is Daniel. His story is found recorded in the Holy Book. Daniel's life is a great challenge to the divine wisdom child. Daniel, along with many other Hebrews, were taken captive to the land of Babylon. Favored by God, he was among 4 intelligent Hebrew youths who were chosen by King Nebuchadnezzar to be trained and groomed for royal and state duties. They were put in a school, to be tutored and examined. Among the scholars, Daniel stood out in all areas, not because he had exceptional physical or biological features, but because he understood his place in God's plan. He understood the principles of good success. He applied these principles wisely, and because these principles are laid down by the only wise God, they worked for him. He chose God above all things. He obeyed God as he conducted his affairs at the school. He was a good child, obedient, studious, very illustrious, and smart. He applied divine wisdom in his dealings. At the end of the day, he was found to be the best among his peers, not only academically, but morally and physically. That is a divine wisdom child. The divine wisdom child knows and understands the integrity in truth and honesty. He does his work diligently by himself. He does not cheat his way through tests and examinations. That is good success. The divine wisdom child grows up physically amidst physical activities which help him to take good shape physically and they aid his mental alertness. The divine wisdom child has the time and right environment for play. The management and staff of the school understand and believe in the fact that a child must be allowed to grow in stages so as to be balanced in general development. The mind of a child cannot be completely okay and he would not grow well psychologically if he is deprived of his playtime. So, the divine wisdom child makes good use of his playtime, under the supervision of the teachers and guides. The Divine Wisdom Child is respectful. The Divine Wisdom Child is amiable. The Divine Wisdom Child is malleable. He understands the essence of correction as his teachers and supervisors do to make him a better person. He takes corrections, suggestions, and instructions that yield positive changes. The Divine Wisdom Child is divinely positioned for greatness. He is the leader in the making. He is the change that the society desires. He is the mentor and the reference point for his generation and other generations to come.
I'm a Divine Wisdom Child.
I'm a Divine Wisdom Child.
Every normal, well-meaning and wise parent desires in his child the manifestation of a Divine Wisdom Child. The child who will bring you joy, fulfillment and pride. For your child to bring you these expectations, enroll him at Divine Wisdom International School and you'll be rest assured of a peaceful old age for yourself and a secured future for your child. I am Rema Stephen and I am a Divine Wisdom Child.